Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, this is Jan. I love to help people keep more of their own hard earned money. And guess what? Welcome to another episode of a No Frills Monday. This week, we're going to focus on a mixed bag of tips and tricks. Well, what do I have today? My mixed bag of tips. Well, there's something that we do inadvertently, and we don't have to do it. But we can swap it out for this activity. What are you talking about, Janet? Every time we have a meal, for example, let's say especially dinner, okay? Let's say we had our dinner and we're cleaning up our dinner and we have a little bit of stuff here and a little bit of stuff there, meaning some food. For example, let's say a couple of pieces of, let's say, steamed broccoli, or a couple of leftover veggies of whatever sort. Could be cauliflower, mixed veggies, whatever. Or there are a couple of slices or two of meat. Sometimes people just forget about that, and some people really do an awful thing, in my opinion, and they just don't use it. Okay, so when you don't use it, guess what? You lose it. And we don't like that. We dislike food waste immensely. So I have a recommendation, and you could do this every single time. Keep a little food storage container or a bag, or a food saving bag, okay, like a freezer bag, for example, and you can put some of those items or all of those items away. Wrap them up for either reuse the next day right away, or if you really foresee yourself using this item, perhaps again in the future. I know, bird clock. Put it in the freezer. This not only avoids food waste, but actually can wake up another meal. What am I talking about? Today, for example, happens to be National Blueberry Pancake Day. I know it's crazy. It's a Sunday that I'm recording this, but you're hearing this on No Frills Monday. So I'm thinking to myself, what about the person that saved some of their I can't speak, fresh blueberries, save some of their fresh blueberries? Okay, that person is the smart person. They put their stuff away, they have it ready, and you know what? They could take those blueberries and they could throw them in their pancakes for a special Sunday morning treat. You see where I'm going with this? Sometimes all you need is a little bit of something to transform an entire meal. Or let's say it's the end of the month and you feel like an omelet, but you want to wake it up a little bit. But wait a minute, an idea crossed your mind. Hey, I have some leftover veggies and I could build this omelet into actually a frittata, which is sort of kind of like an omelet, but a little more extensive, if you will. Put a little more things in it, and you could bake it off and make a really, really big meal out of it. It all depends. Or let's say that you save some meat scraps, for example, and it's the last week of the month, you got time left over before payday. You could take those meat scrap excellent items that you saved carefully and use it in a stir fry. There is no reason for food waste, and not only that, you're stretching your food budget out as well. Don't waste food. It is just wrong inherently. It is just wrong. And not only that, you can have fun redoing new meals. And that's my tip of the day. Come back tomorrow.